All right, now for something completely different, and let me just say, that is the great thing about the Vic Chesnutt Songwriter Awards. We cover all genres, very, very different, and everybody comes in with a great chance to win. We have Nancy and Charlie Hartness, also working as Hog Proof Rooster. They have one album. I'm told that that is Got a Little Home, and you can get it on YouTube if you like. They're working on another album coming out soon, I hope. They were 2021 finalists for their song Little Owlet. So welcome Charlie and Nancy Hartness.
Yeah.
We forgot to bring our roadie with us.
Take us a minute.
Good evening.
Good evening. When evening falls, dear, and the crickets and frogs cheer, our friend shall soon appear. She's the little owlet, the cuckoo. She sits in a fir tree, hooting so sweetly, harmonizing completely. She's the little owlet. Her musical notes trill from her shiny owlet bill. Ooh, and she will sing till that golden moon sets, dear, not too far from here. Crickets and frogs cheer, their friend shall soon appear. She's a little owlet.
That song was written, we were in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan. Our adult children and grandchildren were living there. We were there in late February, March of 2020, and didn't get home until the middle of June, and you all know why, because the pandemic happened. But we got an email from a friend of ours in Portland, Portland, Oregon, whose daughter was going to turn 4, and because of the pandemic, she couldn't have a birthday party. So they were putting out a word for all the family, friends, and relatives to send a little video clip wishing her happy birthday. And she had said about herself, "I am a little owlet, and I am full of light." And that inspired Charlie to write that song.
It came to me in a flash.
We would also like to, in addition to everyone who's already been thanked this evening, we would like to also thank the Rotary Club.
Yeah.
They do many, many, many great things. This contest just being one of them.
And if you don't know about Nucci's Space, talk to Gerald back there. Nucci's Space. Seth Hendershot is such a pivotal part of the music and just Athens community at large, and Nucci's Space is too.
Yep.
All right, we ready?
Okay, so I just want to say I'm from Seattle originally, and where I grew up in my neighborhood, a porch was like a little cement thing right in front of the front door. That was a porch. And Charlie had to teach me about front porches and back porches and the real whole porch life of the site.
And this song slapped me upside my head early one morning, the pre-dawn morning when I was making coffee, and I went out on the back porch and got an apple. Got on the back porch, but anyway, and I got an apple. Sometimes it's little things in life that you can appreciate the most. sitting in the sunshine out on my front porch, listening to the birdies and looking at the street. But if you want to make time slow down in this busy little beehive town, just sit on your porch and start messing around with whatever you got. Like a handful of strings full of knots, just sitting on that front porch looking at the street. Oh, yonder comes Otto and his big brother Ernie. They're laughing and joking with everybody they meet. They're on a big journey with the Coral Discovery. They're skipping and flying down Pulaski Street. And if you want to make time slow down in this busy little beehive town, just sit on your porch and start messing around with whatever you got. Like a handful of strings full of knots, just sitting on that front porch looking at the street. Got me a front porch, got me some sunshine, got me some bird songs, they're juicy and sweet. I'm sitting in the sunshine out on that front porch, listening to the birdies and looking at the street. Cause if you want to make time slow down in this busy little beehive town, just sit on your porch and start messing around with whatever you got. Like a handful of strings full of knots, just sitting on that front porch looking at the street. I said just sitting on that front porch looking at the street. Sitting on that front porch looking at the street.
Well, this,
And we kind of wrote that for our little buddies,
yeah,
Otto and Ernie,
Otto, yeah.
who walk by our house a lot.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes, the next one was written, we can't remember exactly when we wrote it, like maybe 2011 or before that or after that, like a while ago. And we were having one of those moments that one has in a marriage or maybe even just in a relationship where each person feels very strongly about
a strident
something.
discussion.
Strident
And
discussion.
it was on
Spelling.
Okay. So, and Nancy's from Seattle, I'm from Macon, Georgia. But Athens is my second home. I went to the University of Georgia twice and graduated both times. But I wrote this song because I wanted to kind of show her a southern point of view in several areas. And the areas are spelling, number one.
Yeah. Geography.
History, and because it's the Deep South, theology.
Religion. Yeah, theology.
Okay. And it's all true.
All true.
Okay, ready for it? Well, I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, Mississippi, you're my home. I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, Mississippi, you're my home. Old Hernando de Soto was a mighty brave man, oh yes he was. He had him a dream one evening about the wings of a snow-white dove. She was flying o'er, the Father of the waters spit down from heaven above. To good old Mississippi, the 20th state of love. I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, Mississippi, you're my home. King Charlie said to Hernando, I need me some gold, some figurines. I'm happy to support your exploring, but it's gotta go beyond your dreams. Set sail for the shores of Cathay on the mighty Mississippi stream, and bring me back a woman, an Andalusian Delta queen. Oh, I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, hump back I, Mississippi, you're my home. And here comes the theology. One day, old God said to Noah, here's a blueprint plan. He did declare, go build me a gopher wood ark and fill it full of beasts and the fowls of the air. Then you sail it around till you find your town. It's lower than the water it seems. That water is the mighty Mississippi, and that town is New Orleans. I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, hump back I, Mississippi, you're my home. I said, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, hump back I, Mississippi, you're my home.
Now, you may be curious about how I learned to spell Mississippi. Of course, the letters were all the same, but I don't know if this was because my mom and dad were from Minot, North Dakota, and then moved to Seattle, and then I was born, or whatever, but I learned it M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. There you go.
Sad. I mean, spelling mistakes are common. Alright, you can move D chord there, baby. This is one I wrote. I don't know what, well, I know what prompted it. I just thought they were talking about how much it costs, how much everything costs. And I thought, you know, there are costs that are not monetary, that all actions have consequences. That's what this song's about. Good?
Yep.
D chord. A man comes up from a hole in the ground, his miner's lamp lights the gloom all around. He heads for home, then he turns around. That's the cost of living today. Oh, that's the cost of living today. That's the cost of living today. People come and they go and they say what they say. That's the cost of living today. A man goes down on the hard side of town. A woman sits in a tear-stained gown, and a child goes lost, never to be found. That's the cost of living today. Oh, that's the cost of living today. That's the cost of living today. People come and they go and they say what they say. That's the cost of living today. A man comes up from a hole in the ground. His miner's lamp lights the gloom all around. He heads for home and he turns around. That's the cost of living today. Oh, that's the cost of living today. That's the cost of living today. People come and they go and they say what they say. of living today. Yes, people come and they go and they say what they say. That's the cost of living today. A man comes up from a hole in the ground.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much to Hawk Proof Rooster, Charlie and Nancy. Before our final performer, Lane Marie, takes the stage, we want to share some exciting news about this year's Vic Chesnutt Songwriter of the Year Awards show. To mark this 10th anniversary, we are planning an expanded and unforgettable evening on Thursday, April 23rd at the Morton Theater. The celebration will feature a special performance by Future Birds. Woo, yes! Prior to the Vic Awards ceremony, the presentation of this year's finalists' performances, and recognition of the winner. All right, another really cool announcement. We are also releasing a commemorative vinyl album featuring the winning songs from the past 10 years, capturing the sound and spirit of a decade of remarkable songwriting. Now, tickets go on sale tomorrow. Visit the Morton Theater's website. Also, make sure that you are following the Vic Chesnutt Awards on the socials. All right.